Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to the Red Estate. Gotta say, feeling pretty good about taking on the Shuffling Horror last time. Although, pretty dumb after I did not notice, until pointed out by numerous commenters, that I totally clicked the little red X on the Ancestral Trinket that we got at the end of that boss fight. Wasn't even thinking about it. Normally, you don't get those as like the reward for the fight, you get those as the reward for the dungeon, and my brain just wasn't having any of it. I had a case of the dumbs, I'm sorry. But we did have a crew totally rock the Darkest Dungeon, and I basically let them get a little rest and relaxation. Maybe not really necessary from a gameplay standpoint, considering they're not able to go back out. However, it didn't feel right to just leave them sitting in town rotting with disease. So, you know, they're getting a little bit cleaned up. We're going to leave them all nice and well rested in retirement. Maybe we'll have to bring them out again. Who knows? If I end up in a position where maybe I need to run some level 5 dungeons again, then we can bring them back out. But in the meantime, I've got a new crew. And I've used these guys before. I like this party composition. I'm always really surprised that this doesn't get a unique name, considering these are the party members, like the 4 hero classes that all see a real benefit from marked target. And so it just sort of makes sense that they go together. They're very good at taking on boss battles, maybe a little bit less so against just random trash mobs. They don't have a lot of area attack type stuff. And that's maybe their one weakness, is they don't shut down the entire, like, 4 enemy groups all that well. But I think in the Darkest Dungeon that their ability to mark a target and see the full benefit from that over the course of the entire party's actions will be worthwhile. I would actually be really interested, you know, if you want to drop a comment, what do you think this party should be called? Like, this specific party comp in this specific order, which is the way that I like to run them. I would love to hear any suggestions you may have, and whichever you guys come up with, maybe I'll start referring to them as that in my own videos. Now, no more talking, no more stalling. Let's go ahead and get to it. Oh, you should equip the following trinkets before embarking, or failure is nearly certain. Talisman of the Flame ×3. Okay, so this is going to be, yeah, the trinket that we got last time. No stress damage and 100% protection from the skill Revelation. So I think, as soon as I saw that, my assumption was there's some kind of skill that this boss has that's just sort of an insta-kill. Maybe like it hits your whole party or something like that, and you just sort of need to have these. Now, since you too can probably count, you might notice that we have 4 party members, but only 3 talismans. That's a jip. So what does that mean for us? It means somebody doesn't get one. And who should the somebody be? Now, Port and Vesley, our latest and greatest occultist, both have 30 dodge. So I think one of them, 25 is not bad, but I think one of them should probably go without it, on the chance that, you know, they dodge it one time and that makes up for it. And the occultist, the cleansing crystal doesn't make a ton of sense here. It sort of like anti-synergizes with the debuff skill chance that he's got. And in this use in this party, I like him with the debuffs, because mark target with the vulnerability hex is giving a dodge debuff, and with weakening curse, especially against a boss, if you can start stacking that up, good things can happen. So why don't we get rid of the cleansing crystal? And then I do like both of these trinkets on Port. The damage and bleed and that stun skill chance, which basically 164 plus 40 is like 204% stun. And I like the extra damage and the extra bleed, and it only takes his heal received down. So I think I'd be okay with leaving him with those. And then For Lovet, ooh. So this is 20 damage. The move skill doesn't matter. But that's good. Except, so the minus crit, the minus speed, those are both bad, obviously. And since the damage bonus is only in position 1, if we get shuffled, like if we face another shuffling horror, we might not be seeing any benefit from that at all. So let's get rid of that. Ludell doesn't have particularly great trinkets, I'm not going to lie. Class restriction, common. These are both pretty much trash trinkets. Does she have anything that might be better on her? Accuracy and protection. It's not terrible. Let's get rid of the bandana, which, you know, the accuracy and crit is okay, but the numbers aren't huge. +8, +2, and just having the straight extra damage from the legendary bracer is probably gonna be better in the long run. Okay, so that leaves us with 3 party members rocking the Talisman of Flame, and 1 without. Alright, and we've taken long enough. I did not expect to have to be making so many decisions before even embarking. Alright, and of course, if we abandon the quest, someone will need to sacrifice themselves and stay behind. Hopefully it does not come to that. We're going to go ahead and still embark, and holy crap, we have a lot of stuff in our inventory already. Okay, so this is a long dungeon. We get 2 firewoods, interesting. A change that was made in the release version, adding the additional items to each class, basically. The Houndmaster is now receiving 2 dog biscuits per dungeon, so that's the biggest change there. And the Arbalest is bringing along a bandage. And then, of course, we get 3 hands of glory. The left hand of some malefactor who died on the gallows, made into a candle with a man's own fat. So I'm assuming we're going to have to do some roaming around and activating. Downside is that actually, you know, consumes quite a bit of space in our inventory. I don't think we have to worry much about loot down here, though. So maybe it won't be too big of a deal. Do we need shovels? I don't know if we need shovels. Is that worthwhile? I think 2 stacks of torches are going to be fine. I did like the holy water. Let's bring that along again. And then full stack. Oh, right. We already had a stack of bandages started, so that's good. Let's do full stack of bandages, full stack of anti-venom. And then is that good? Maybe a handful of those in case we get any terrible debuffs. And then, like, 2 shovels. So we've got a full inventory. I think I have pretty much proven throughout this entire series that I am really good at over-provisioning. But I like to be rather safe than sorry. So I'm going to go with this. The last time, you know, there wasn't really loot to take back except the one room that we found where there was like a satchel in there. And if we get that far in, you know, we'll have likely cleared out some space, maybe have camped before then. All right, I'm okay with this. Let's go ahead and get to it, find out what the lovely and talented Wayne June has to say.
The thing has no name, for it needs no language. Nevertheless, those who would submit to its wordless will are rewarded in a fashion. The creature's blessings are as repulsive as they are robust. Twisted half-human monstrosities stalk the flesh-ridden halls, protecting their gestating god.
Everything that just got said was horrifying. I don't even know what to focus on. That was a terrifying picture painted in my brain. Oh my god. Also, we get the tooltip. Protective talismans will only shield those who equip them. Beware the Templars. Huh. Okay. This is kind of frightening. So, we have 3 hands. There are 3 directions that we can take right off the bat. As I said last time, I am left-handed. I always go left.
Made flesh. It crawls steadily upward from the pit, supported by the lattice of cyclopean pillars.
Oh, God. Well, first of all, that was creepy, Wayne, but also, look at this. This is so much worse now. This growth of eyes and teeth and horror. Oh my God. Okay. Well, the darkest dungeon is getting far worse. That much is certain. Oh, man. And apparently their speed don't care about us at all. Okay. Nice. If I try to stun him, it's not even going to matter. You're pretty bleed resistant. But I'm plus 30. I'm at like 70%, 62%. That's not great. Okay, what's the damage here? 11 to 20? That's actually pretty hot. Or I could stun one of you for next round. Okay. I tell you what, let's blackjack. And you're gonna need to heal yourself. Because that's not even great healing. Oh my God. So much damage and 30 bleed. Okay. We're gonna finish him. And then we shoot the guy in the back. Let's try this.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
So the stun became kind of irrelevant, except that it's synergized with finish him in order to do the damage that we needed finish him to do, so that Bola could actually finish him. And of course, this guy 10 to 20, or we do 10 to 20. Either way, that potentially does stun, which would remove the protection. Let's try that. Yeah. I'm digging it. I'm totally digging it. You are taking way too much damage to be okay. If we could stun both of you. Okay. Get some heals out there. Would love to see some critical heals, especially fairly early on in this. I would like to be able to kind of stay topped off if I could. But if not, we'll make it work. Both at 26. Crit for 10. It's not the greatest crit I've ever seen, but it is something. I, of course, have not been really capitalizing on the marks. But I think when you're dealing with just regular enemies, the marked targets aren't as important. Since he's going to bleed...
Give them no quarter.
Okay. Since he would have bled out unless the other guy healed him,
This
I figured it was worth it.
at least promises success.
Okay. We did take a little bit of damage. If I had a Vestal with me, I would not be concerned about this amount of damage, but since I have an Occultist, it's a little bit troubling. No, we're too early on to start popping holy waters. Nothing. Okay. Well, I mean, not nothing, but more scouting. Okay. Again, the left way is always the right way. Or at least I like to believe so. We'll see how it plays out in practice. I just know this is going to be the fight. Oh, never mind. Okay. Nothing in this hallway. Well, I'm digging that. More quiet hallways with just some sightseeing would be totally fine. You're gonna keep doing that, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Oh my god, that bleed resist is silly. Let's focus on one of the priest that's not guarded. Let's get him dead. I want to say prior to him being able to act. That could maybe do it. That would not. That would not. Okay. Well, healing it is. That was a good heal. We could have used it maybe a couple heals ago. That attack is no joke. I think we do just burn the holy water before the next room battle. I want to say that makes a lot of sense. 2, 5, 3. You're not dying from that. Ooh, maul the flesh. Haha, he's taking 10. Oh my god. he's taking 10 bleed damage. Yep, that's gonna be Death's Door. Please don't go first. Oh my god. They
at the very precipice of oblivion.
Really don't like you, Lovet. Okay. And I don't even get the opportunity to remove the bleed from him, considering he could not act. So, yeah, he's right back to Death's Door next turn. Okay. Things are going oh so well. Man. These guys are not playing around this time.
Destroy them all.
I feel like maybe the last dungeon, there weren't a lot of the cultist priests. Like, we didn't have to fight them often enough that they felt this strong. Or maybe they just weren't supported well. I asked for it the last time, right? I was like, wouldn't it be cool if there were 3 cultists and a priest, and they would defend and heal them?
Ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Okay, that was fun. Stun 73. I mean, we do really just want to start putting some damage down too. Let's try for the stun here. We do get it. That's good. Get you off of Death's Door, but just barely. And then we go for the other stun from here. We let our Arbalest sort out Mr. Cultist back there. Oh, Jesus, you took 12 damage. Oh, I love it. Okay.
As the fiend falls,
might
faint hope blossoms.
Also like 40 stress across the board. We might want to consider to love it. We might also want to consider camping after this fight is over. Are we there already? If we come out of this with low health and stress this high, I think it makes sense. By the way, an attack that stuns has no business doing that much damage. I'm actually going to throw out a mark on him. And that may seem a little bit weird, but I know we're going to be attacking him next turn.
Confidence surges
or later this turn. And if we're going to be... Oh, that was... Oh, no. 1. We left him with 1. That was so close. Okay. Yeah, You know what? Let's mark him again. At least we can get 1 more heal tossed out.
Slowly.
Never mind.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Okay. Well, we always go left. That's just the thing that we're gonna do. With 2 of these guys so close, let's do the early camp. I want to get the HP. I want to get the de-stressing.
The battle may yet be won.
It's not maybe as valuable as it used to be now that it's only going to last for 4 combats, but it's still something. Field dressing. Makes a ton of sense there. Very nice. And then we restring crossbow, all companions reduced by 10 and reduce stress damage for 4 combats. That's actually kind of cool. Scouting chance I don't think matters down here. This is how we do it. I do hope you understand, but there have been a lot of changes to the camping skills, so I'm reading them to an extent that I wouldn't normally feel the need to do, just because I don't want to miss some like crazy change that has occurred. And only reduce stress. Everybody else increase stress. We don't really need that. Self only increase. One companion get plus damage. Maybe to just have like a real party surprise, monster surprise. That's not bad. Reducing his own stress by 20 is also not bad. Let's go with tracking though. I don't know if the surprise really matters so much down here, but I'm okay to find out. We are the flame. This reminds me of that time in the wheel, just without all the spiders. I don't think I've ever seen that line. That was hilarious.
The promise of safety.
Okay, so we really just came out of that with a couple of buffs, but they're good buffs, right? Accuracy, damage, crit, damage, accuracy versus large enemies. I'm okay with both of those. And we keep shuffling along. Now, the real question is how has it changed the meta? How has it changed the strategy when...
In Radiance, may we find victory.
When using that early campfire, because it no longer lasts the entire dungeon, right? It just lasts 4 combats. I also said last time that I was going to go ahead and use this before the next fight. We keep running into bad bleeds, and those bad bleeds, I think, are adding up. Hello? Beware the Templar. Okay, well, that was interesting. Venomous phlegm. Yeah, it came out of his brain, by the way. Not okay with that. Templar Impaler. Alright, he's pretty blight resistant. Bleed, not so much. Everybody's got a huge base by this point, so we can bleed him. We can't blight him, but we don't have any blight anyway. He gets 2 actions per turn. That's a little bit horrifying. Speed 5, dodge 26. He is Eldritch. He is Beast. And then 2 polyps. They shot us with Banish earlier, which moved us. And Venomous Phlegm, Marks, and Blights. And they can be stunned a little bit easier. And that's really all we know. What do you do from back here? You Hounds Rush, you Hounds Harry, you Cry Havoc. You do everything but Blackjack from that position. That is super awesome. Let's go ahead and get an early vulnerability hex on you. I do not... Oh, Revelation. Aha! Revelation. Well, for something we have 100% protection against, that certainly still hit us. But maybe not for whatever it was going to have hit us for. Oh, yes. That is how you start a fight and let them know you mean business. Also love that, like, groan he makes whenever he gets hit. Oh, boy. He has stuff besides the Revelation. That is for sure. Okay, Anti-Venom and... Oh, yes. This is what they do against marked targets. Thank you. That's actually fairly nice for us. That's a lot less nice, actually. Okay, but he resisted it. 20? Haha, you are dead, son. You're down to 6, you're down to 14, you're down to 12. Yeah, leave it to the Occultist. Anytime he heals himself, he's totally there. Okay. We can now start dealing with these phlegmy guys.
The greater the glory.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. She lost out on a turn violent hack, huh? Ugh. Not so bad. These guys don't seem super dangerous, right? They're just sort of little support guys. I'm actually reminded there's a TV tropes entry for damned bats, which are just like small, super annoying enemies, and I find that kind of appropriate here. Can I potentially stun you without killing you? That is awesome. And let's focus your friend. Let's stun your friend. And with both of you stunned, I can heal with impunity here. At least once. Oh, yeah. Things are feeling good, guys. Things are feeling good. Do that. Bleed on both of them. 6, taking 3 per turn, so you know what? Resisted that time, but it does get him down where it doesn't matter. In case you're wondering, because of the Death's Door debuff, I'm sort of ignoring Lovet a little bit. I think it's more important that another character doesn't hit Death's Door than it is for him to not hit Death's Door again. That's kind of where I'm going with that. Let's hope, if we get super lucky, we might get to act before one of these guys. Oh, never mind. They have speed 12. I did not notice the speed 12.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I think they've said. I think it's a D8 that rolls for turn order. So, like, potentially we could go faster than a 12. She never would, but other characters might. Okay, that felt pretty good. Iron Crown. We can light this with a hand of glory. Now, I gotta say, fantastic flavor text throughout the entire game, and the best we did here was we can light this with a hand of glory. I think maybe that could have been something a little bit better. Ooh. Alright, we are looking to bring this thing forth. Also, this is a dead end now. So, Alright, well, let's start. We're just going to backtrack. Obviously, that's the next stage of all this. Since we... Okay, there are 3 objectives. We started in a central position with 3 paths to take. We took one of them and encountered one of the objectives. I feel like we should go back to the beginning and take one of the other paths now. That makes the most sense to me, anyway. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to head back to the starting room and just sort of go from there. Now, we're probably... How many fights did we have along the way? We're probably looking at running out of this, like, just before we would get to the next Templar. Okay. We didn't really even see much of what he did, right? Like, I should buff the light level, and then there you go. We didn't really even see much of what he did, which is good, don't get me wrong. Not complaining about killing the boss too quickly. We did see the revelation come out, so, confirmed, definitely an attack that, did 5 damage, would have done a lot more had we not had that trinket equipped. That's going to be the assumption there. Such good ow sound effects. And then... Oh, nice. Burn you down exactly where you called it. Let's maybe do one of these. Okay, got him stunned. Can we burn that guy down super quickly? We shall find out. Plus 80. Ugh. 16. Also, I haven't used any of the dog biscuits yet. So if there are just 2 more of them, I've got 2 of those ready. That could be very big for us. probably don't want to take 18 bleed damage. So, yeah, a bandage makes a ton of sense here. Alright, let's take him 3 for 2. You know what? Let's just kill you instead of stunning you again. And then, not quite one-shotting him that time. Just barely missing it. Alright, let's get rid of... Yeah, he's going to take 12 more. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of this guy. And then... he'll give us the finger. Ugh. Okay, okay. 17, 21. Go here. Good. And you were going to dodge. I think that's the first attack we've missed in this entire dungeon. So, I'm okay with that. He does go first, which is unfortunate. We had a couple of characters with faster speed than he did. At least our healer gets one more opportunity to act here. We'll get that heal off, and then just go ahead and get rid of him. Getting a little low on bandages. The anti-venom is needed, but
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
But not as much as maybe the bleed feels more ever-present.
A blazing star is born.
The boss used blight against us, whereas everything else is used bleed. Okay, we take the left path, always and forever. Or at least since I've started coming into the Darkest Dungeon. Prior to that, I think I would make just sort of random decisions. Okay, and an empty hallway, which is always a little scary. What's in the room that the hallway could be empty? Nothing. I'm thinking, as much as I would like to randomly go left again, I'm expecting, like, symmetry. So, because I'm confident that the Darkest Dungeons are not, randomly laid out, as the last one was not. So, 1, 2... Well, that would actually be in the same position as this room was. Okay, well then, let's check it out. We'll head this way and see what there is to be seen. If there is symmetry, then that means there's probably a room there. Maybe that is the room. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what that symmetry would look like. Yeah, this ain't it. Okay. Maybe it keeps going. We shall see soon enough. Mr. Malignant Growth Man, I do not like you very much. Actually thinking about marking that. These malignant growths are kind of a pain. They stun, and with... Oh, great. Bolster! Accuracy and crit up. What did the... Okay, so the defensive slime thing with blinky eyes said some real encouraging words to the other slime thing with blinky eyes and teeth, and that boosted his confidence. Is that what you're telling me? That's how bolster would work? Ugh. And it's real unfortunate when you leave something with just 1 HP like that. Especially when it then crits you, leaving you with 5 HP. Well, I tell you what.
Impressive.
Jesus. That crit for 15? Bolas can do that much damage? It has a 50% damage modifier. Yeah, okay. You're now Super Priest. I get it. Sounds like a rock band, doesn't it? Like if Judas Priest and Super Freak were to get together, we'd get Super Priest? No? Maybe? I may have weird musical taste. It's entirely possible. Tell you what. Let's try for a stun here. Do land it. Not particularly fond of Death Lash. Heal me! I know. Well, you are super resistant to bleed.
Masterfully executed.
Okay. Kind of thinking that does 5 to 10. That's actually decent. It's not fantastic, but it's decent. Good. Let's play it what I would consider safe, which is let's just stun him right off the bat. Nice. That guy didn't get an action at all because he was stunned last turn. Ugh. Your stress level is looking a little bit on the high side, my friend. 17. It is stun resist where it is. Let's just try for this kill. Unbearable tremors. Okay. Thankfully, he did not take any stress damage, which is good, considering his stress is way too high right now. Alright, fight done. Let's see what this map looks like.
Be wary.
Oh, it
Triumphant pride
interconnected.
precipitates a dizzying fall.
That was unexpected. Okay. Well, I'd say with that added piece of information, we have gone the wrong way. Let's go back and left again. We'll go up this time and see what is up there. Do we dare camp? Everybody's got damage. Man, we've had no hunger events. We're super good on food. Are there hunger events in the Darkest Dungeon? Considering they're like random events, and I don't think these dungeons are random at all. We have that for one more combat. Okay, so let's hope there's no room fight. Or sorry, let's hope there's no hallway fight if there's going to be a room fight. Oh, that's hilarious, by the way. Somebody's got to have like a quirk that is changing up how they're eating. But anyway, yeah, just mention the hunger. Maybe there's a feature in the Darkest Dungeon where it monitors my microphone, and if it hears the word hunger, it responds simply by causing hunger events. That might make sense. Like, or, you know, anytime the word eat or food are mentioned, that it's just like, oh yeah, we almost forgot about that. That would be creepy, by the way. Start up the game and it asks for permission for the microphone and just starts grabbing it. I mean, it would primarily be a feature to screw with Let's Players, right? That's why you would create that. Oh, this is why I'm not allowed to make video games, by the way. Because I would terrify my audience. Okay, let's try to get rid of you. That's kind of on the low side. Odell. Ritualistic Restoration. I am finding that I like you least of all, Mr. Malignant Growth back there. Alright, so let's just stop with the healing and protecting of people. We're still going to focus this guy, see if we can't get rid of him this turn. Stick with the healing. You're at 20. You could use some health. Okay. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense, but I think that was a prudent decision. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Daze the mind. Oh, man. Thank you for resisting, Lovet. I appreciate you and everything you do. You know what? You could kill. Let's take this opportunity to do 2 to 4, and he has 3. Maybe not. Okay. Well, never mind. It sounded good at first. And you're actually like as bleeds go. It's probably one of the better bleeds we've had. So I think I may just let that go instead of using a bandage. We're getting a little low on them. So, yeah, we'll hold on to that one. Does get the stun. Lovely. Not great damage. Let's go ahead and maybe throw out a mark on one of these guys. Bolster, of course. Yeah, let's mark you as the defensive one, healing your buddy all the time. Just burn you down. Good. Ebola should finish that one. Also good. He's got the stun resist, but we stun like a truck, man. Yeah, I don't even care about your 40% stun resist. Good, good, good. Alright. He will die before he does anything else for us. For us? To us? Definitely to us. Thank you again, considering you're going to take the bleed. And then let's put this malignant so-and-so in the ground. Beautiful. Alright. What does our map say now?
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
0 combats. Okay, so there's one more that we get out of it? Okay. Well then let's push on. I have a fairly strong suspicion.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
This hallway is shorter than most, right? Yeah, it's only 3 sectors. Whereas these are 5, these are 4. Okay, I'm trying to figure out, is that maybe the sign that that's it? The other one was the same way. It was only 3. Okay, I'm expecting a fight. I'm expecting a hard fight here. Let's use the 2 holy waters for those 2 guys, and okay, and yeah, there we go. Another Templar. No polyps this time. They brought their own dogs to the fight. We have flesh hounds. They look like the Zerglings or something, if they were Zerglings on Cthulhu. Okay. Tell you what, we're gonna mark you right off the bat.
Strike.
Also, the dodge debuff is kind of nice. Fetch. Oh, that's adorable. I mean, horrifying, but adorable. Okay. Oh, fetching her is less good. She resists the move, though. I'm loving it. Revelation's not so bad as long as you have that trinket. As long as they don't hit port with it. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a little horrified to see what it does. Can we hit one of the other guys? Like, since we can't get him with that 10 to 19. Nah, let's focus the Templar. He's got to be the most dangerous thing on the field, right?
Ears.
How?
Blurred vision.
As if
The
on
end
cue,
approaches.
he is indeed the most dangerous thing on the field. More fetches. Okay. Well, and it stunned her. Nash. That's worse. Okay. Well, let's leave this from back here. Oh, and I have not used the dog biscuit. That is real dumb of me. I should have used the dog biscuit by now. Got a damage debuff on him now. Unfortunately, actually, I think that would have done 5. I think it would have left her with 1 HP had we not done that. Still super glad that we did, though. And
Prodigious
boom.
size alone does not dissuade the
Oh,
sharpened
so good.
blade.
Nash, gonna send him back to Death's Door. Alright, we need to get some...
Now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Gotta get some healing out there. We gotta get it soon. Nash. Okay. Besley, why don't you come back? Why don't you come way back? And that could have been a lot better, actually. And really unfortunate, but I can't justify. Oh crap! I can't justify moving the occultist again. Oh, that's bad. Yep, there's another
injury
death
and
door debuff.
despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Oh, crit for 32. I love that. Alright. Alright. Tell you what. That should mean he dies. And that may mean nothing, actually. Let's go for it.
Great is
Okay.
the weapon that cuts
Please
on
act
its
first.
own.
Please. No. Oh, bad. Thank you. Whew. Alrighty then. Unfortunately, we end up in a position where we don't do any healing from here. Let's get back here. Try to stun him this turn. Hope for another, like, 32. 8. He's taking 3. Won't quite kill him. Which is fine. Need to get 2 damage on him, which I definitely believe we can. Stunned this turn. Gonna use 1 heal. Okay, 8 is fine. It's a respectable number. And then let's just get rid of this guy. Okay.
A trifling victory.
Trifling.
But a victory nonetheless.
Were you watching the same fight that I was watching? Okay. We're lighting. Yeah, that was the sound of a squirming creature. Okay, then. Now. Well, I think we have safe passage back to the starting room, so let's just do that first of all. And then, well, I say that. Can we take 6 stress just by moving? We take 2 if she was any indication. Yeah, that's 96. Yeah, and you can take 2 in 1 hallway. Let's just not push our luck and go ahead and make camp here.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
We will feast again. I think I'm gonna therapy dog. Down to 76 and getting a 10% stress reduction. And then let's go ahead. Actually, let's triage since several characters are hurt. And then how much time do we have? 6. We'll do 3 there and 3 there. Totally okay with how that played. Okay. Even towering beasts can be killed with a well-placed blow. I'm so glad, Lovet. I really am. Yeah, nothing to fear here. We're totally fine. Aww. Such heartwarming words of encouragement.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Alright. So we do have some stress concerns. Not gonna lie. That's a real thing that we need to be worried about. If we ran into... Are there any, like, just straight stress attacks that we've been subjected to down here? I don't think there are. Like, there aren't any witches or anything that hit you with just, like, 30 stress. But he could get in a bad way, you know? It wouldn't take much if he runs into death's door again, which hopefully we've got enough health that that doesn't happen. But you never know. I'm also thinking... down there and up there. So there is symmetry to this. The other room will be like right here. similar to the way this is set up. So I'm going to try for that right off the bat. And see what happens. Could also take a ton of crits from Cultist Priest giving us the finger. I think that would probably be the scenario most common there. We don't really need anybody to get any heals, so let's just do like a mark, so that hopefully like he dies in 2 attacks instead of 3, something like that. We could have also potentially weakening cursed one of them so that the finger was less deadly, but it doesn't really seem that bad unless it crits. I mean, 10 damage is a lot different from like the 37s that we've occasionally seen. And you know what? Let's do this. Get a stun back there for him. I'm hoping he dies this turn. Good. I'm hoping he dies this turn, which then means 5, 3. You know what? Let's do this. That we're going to be wanting to attack him before too long. And let's just repeat that pattern. Good. I mean, not good that, but good with the hit and the debuff landing. Accuracy, crit, and dodge are all down. Lovely. I am still forgetting to use dog biscuits at all.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Ugh. Alright. Yeah, let's get some heals out there for sure. Actually, hope. Flesh, not such a big deal. 19. Beautiful. How many fights were there along the way? Was it hallway battle, clear room, room battle? I should be paying attention to what is going on in a way that I am currently not. But I never think that it's going to be important later at the time. Just like the first run on the Darkest Dungeon, I wasn't trying to memorize the fight order because I didn't know if it was random, and I didn't know if I was ever going to be back there again. Okay. All in all, I don't think there are that many fights on the way. And the reason that I'm wondering is because... when do I want to use the dog biscuit is kind of my question right now. Anybody want to go first? We do. Actually... That'll crit and kill him. Fine. That's fine. I was thinking maybe we stalled it out.
Victories mount, so too will resistance.
Maybe we tried to get one more heal on Lovet, but it's fine either way. Room fight? No room fight. Next room fight? I think next fight we get 3 more of those. Next fight we dog biscuit. So we've got 2 of them left. I always run into too good to use syndrome, where I want to save it for like the time that we're struggling, and then I end up never using it, as I just keep talking myself out of it. Oh, 18. That's probably bleed that we want to not have to deal with. Stun you into the... resist the move. Okay. Not stun you into the back, but stun you anyway. That's fine. You can be guarded while you're not doing anything to us. Taking 12 more. Let's go ahead and not and say we did. Use the dog treat and then hit like a truck. Okay. Or roll the lowest possible damage amount. That works too. We have slightly different strategies. Wait a minute. What? That's all that does now? Did that not used to do way more things? Do I not remember dog treats being more impressive in the past. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like 50% damage and 15 accuracy, but I remembered more. You were actually still... but he's protecting him now. I was about to say... Actually, wait, does it pass on the damage? 14 to 28. It doesn't really matter if it passes on the damage. I was wondering, like, did it pass on the damage increase from the guy I'm targeting being stunned to the guy who's protecting him? Would that even make any sense at all? Would we even care as long as it worked to our advantage? This and more exciting questions answered next time.
Precision and power.
All right. Oh, so good, so good. Okay.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
It might be. Things may, like, and I mean, I feel like things are going really well. Things may be going really well. However, I've got a good feeling about that room. However, we are also, like, real close to... If Port stresses out, Lovet is going to be just right behind him. And if they both get some real nasty debuffs off of that, we could find ourselves in a lot of trouble. So, something to certainly be keeping in mind. And... oh, crap. 2 of them? Well, that's just wonderful. You are actually super stunnable. Oh, right, but they get 2 actions per turn. So it's not really all that great. Okay, I get ya. I get ya. Oh, and you're not the... You're an impaler, and you're a warlord. You're more move resistant, and faster, and dodgier, but have less HP. So let's maybe get rid of you, Mr. Less HP. Oh, actually, and I just noticed, their tails are not the same. Okay. He, you know, from context clues here, he is going to be Blight Tail, and he is going to be Bleed Tail. Also, those little pustules are pulsing, and that's a fun thing to say. The pustules are pulsing. Let's go ahead and mark you this turn. You'll probably die this turn. Of course, I can't hit back there. But crit's nice, even without the marked target bonus. Singer Stab. Ooh, that's real bad.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Yeah, that's real bad. Okay, I need a heal, and I need it now. Oh, Vesley. 13's good. 13's real good. Revelation on her is fine. I'd almost rather that be like all you ever do is just Revelation. Tell you what. Oh, that sucks. I was thinking anybody that was getting the marked target bonus could kill him.
The abyss.
And so why don't I just stun? And then horrible things became of that. Oh, man. They're out to get me. I feel it in my gut. You know, cop's gut. You gotta go with the gut. Someone or something has corrupted our cohorts. Yeah, you're gonna drive, Lovet right over the edge with you.
Intrinsic merit,
Oh, please don't.
unless inordinate
yes.
exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Dodges. Dodges are good. We'll go ahead and pop out the mark here. And please heal right away. Oh no! So-and-so. Okay. Well, that's not very good. That's not very good at all. Let's take his damage down a notch. Why not? Ow, that's a real poor roll. Please don't. Oh, holy crap. That did 53 stress. Oh, yay. Alright. Stun you. Yes, we will stun you. I know he gets 2 actions per turn, but still,
Well struck.
I need to heal him. Oh my god. I need to heal him before another stress attack comes out like that, and it just auto-kills him. That is for sure. But we got this in the bag, right? Yeah, it's Revelation. I get to do a sniper shot. He gets to Hound's Rush. That blow wasn't proof of anything. That was just he attacked. 11. A little bit of bleed. Again, this turn, all over, assuming that she can act from the position she is in. 9 to 19.
Their cursed champion falls.
Yes. Okay.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I have every right to be overconfident. Port, you're looking a little worse for wear. But, buddy, we're getting out of here. Return to the Hamlet. Oh, man. That was smooth. Very smooth sailing. No Wayne June line? No. Okay. We came out of that with 15,000, which is... it's okay. The shovels are not necessary, guys. PSA, right there. The medicinal herbs, we use like 1. I always forget that I have them and kind of don't. The anti-venom, we use like 1. It's mostly, it was all about bandages. And maybe the holy water was helpful. It makes me feel better. That counts for something, right? Oh. Yeah, because that's what we need on a level 6 character, is armor upgrade cost being slightly cheaper. Circle blindness and bulimic. And let's find out what changes have occurred back in the Hamlet.
The maniacal cultists are quelled for a time, but there can be no celebration. Your progress is measured only in progressive realization and dawning horror. You are in the shadow of the end.
Okay. Shadow of the End, you know, that's never a good thing to be in. We are still getting some horrifying things being revealed. We are now seeing the world as our ancestor once saw it. But it's only at the edge of our vision. Okay. Well, I tell you what, we got another crew of 4 with fancy little torches next to them. Let's take a quick glimpse over here. The belly of the beast. Your enemy is vast, sprawling, and must be destroyed from within. Slog through the twisting maze and find your way to its throbbing heart. Oh my god, it is an exhausting dungeon. The long show as ×2. This is ×4. Heroes will camp 4 times during this quest. Oh my god. Well guys, if you thought this video was long, which I too kind of think this video is long, stand by for next time, because we've got an exhausting dungeon to clear. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, feel free to subscribe for more on the channel every day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other episodes, and I will catch you guys next time.